Greetings, fellow gamers. This is the gamer guy in a suit from the Echo Army YouTube channel. And we're bringing you another 5-minute review today, and this is 9 in our 30 and 30. And up today we have a review of the strategy survival simulator Dead in Bermuda. Dead in Bermuda was brought to us by developer CCCP and publisher Plugin Digital, and was released on August 27, 2015. This game was actually reviewed using a key that I picked up myself, so it was not provided by the developer or the publisher. And just to let you know right off the bat, this is actually a really nice and easy to learn management simulator that focuses on survival. You wouldn't guess that from looking at it. You would guess more visual novel, but no, this is indeed a nice little management simulator that is in, the guise of a survival type thing. Basically, you have these 8 survivors who have survived a plane crash together, and they are stuck together on this island. And together on this island, you are trying to obviously survive, and maybe explore the island and find a way off, or learn some secrets about the island, and you'll also be very entertained with a story about all the survivors themselves. And this is much more than your average management simulator type thing, and that, there's an actual story going on here. There's a lot more going on than just click, 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 and making all this happen. Now, of course, there is your basic management simulator type stuff. You have to, manage the tasks and the time and the resources and making sure that the people are doing the right things, because you have these 8 survivors, and some survivors are better at some things and some are better at other tasks. Some of them may be good at scavenging, whereas others may be much better suited to learn and do, your research so that you can build new things, and some might be better with the crafting, and you figure out a lot more as you go on, and you're allowed to do a lot more things. Like, you start at the beginning with being able to scavenge what's left of the plane, but once all that's gone, where do you go? Obviously, you open up new places to find new resources. And another interesting thing about this is while you're exploring the island, you open up different parts of the island, and there's really neat little sequences of things that can happen. And this is where your, RPG style stats come into play that you can build up throughout the game as your characters level up as they do these tasks. And then you get to these little choice type things about what to do about this treasure chest or this thing or that thing. And you basically have a skill check. You'll pick one of your survivors, and it'll run a skill check against maybe their stealth or their scavenging, and see what they can pull out of this little item that you've stumbled across. So there's a lot going on there. There's a lot to keep you entertained. It is much more than your basic typical management simulator. The story itself is really actually quite amusing. There were a few times I even laughed out loud. So I would definitely, if you're a fan of choose your own adventures, this would be possibly right up your alley. While you don't really get to choose any of the dialogue, you can control kind of who lives and who dies to an extent. You have to make sure that these people are all doing their jobs every day, and then at the end of each night, you get to kind of ration out the food amongst them. And you feed who you feel is appropriate, and this may be easy sometimes, and this actually gets a lot harder at other times when you start running low on food, and some people might have to starve to death. You never really know. It is survival on an island, by the way. But there's lots of other quirky things to look out for on this island while you're exploring. There's a lot of backstory going on, not with just the characters, but with the island itself. You may find some interesting characters and interesting things, but all in all, I think what you will find here is a very high quality game. This game, for me, was easily a 4 out of 5 and worth every penny that I spent on it. Now, if you don't want to take my word for it, or just from judging by this video, that's perfectly fine. What you can do is you can head right on over to the Steam page now and download their demo. They have a demo available. You go ahead and try out that demo, and I can pretty much guarantee that at least half of you will end up buying this game afterwards. It really is that good. So go ahead, run out there and give it a try, and maybe come back here and let us know what you like in the comments. If you like what you've seen, maybe do the subscribe thing and give us a thumbs up and all that good YouTube noise. I'd like to thank you once again for stopping by. This has been the Gamer Guy in a Suit from the Echo Army YouTube channel, wishing you all happy gaming.